Choosing rebirth, guiding in the selection of a womb. 18th chamber. It has been difficult for me. I've been asleep during all of this and got into the belief that it was all happening as if true. I have just completed a guided tour of myself, composed entirely of the primal elements of my own beingness. Each of the visions or cognitions I've had is simply one or another of the basic modules of consciousness itself. When I suddenly found myself in the macro dimensions of the labyrinth, I realized that I had fainted for a few days, and that I was able to function with supernormal clarity of understanding. I discovered that I had an apparent form similar to the one I've been used to as a human being. I am Adam, the son of Adam. This body will never die, no matter what happens. With all the senses intact, wandering through endlessness, I now have the power to change the dream, being both the dream and the dreamer. Even though the voyaging form can't die, that doesn't mean it can't feel pain. This body has sensations, just as the biological machine had. Since it doesn't have a threshold for pain, as the biological machine did, it allows even more sensation, perhaps more than I thought I could ever bear. After a while, I suppose I'll get used to it, which isn't too likely, as my consciousness is rapidly enough getting ready to cram itself into rebirth. If my consciousness forms into a God ego, I'll be born in the Sun Absolute. If it forms into the ego of a guide, then I'll be born in the dimension of purgatory, and so on, depending on chance, influences of habit, luck, accident, and the odds. I am going to be hearing a lot of sales pitches on the merits of various lifetimes, and I'll have to make a decision rather quickly. So I must be prepared. Once it starts happening, I won't have a chance to reconsider. Depending on my inclinations, desires, beliefs, and tendencies, I'll probably end up, likely as not, with some sort of compromise. The usual response to the question, "What do you want to do now?" is anything but this. And with that sort of undefined answer, that's what I'll probably get. Whatever visions dawn upon me, I won't allow myself to be drawn into a state of desire, which would cause inexorable rebirth in one of the 6 lower dimensions.